Welcome to the core principles of skateboarding. In this video series, I'm going to explain universal techniques that are going to correlate to every aspect of skateboarding. Whether you're bombing hills, freestyling, skating transition, streets, it doesn't matter. All of the points I'm going to explain in this video are going to correlate to every aspect of skateboarding. I'm going to explain the techniques of bending your knees and what it means and how you bend your knees before the pop, during the pop, and after the pop. Even if you consider yourself as an intermediate skater, like I do myself, I still found that I had some incorrect techniques when bending my knees, especially when I was scared or skating stairs. I found I didn't bend my knees enough on the landing to absorb the impact required. Most beginners have really stiff legs, and this is going to prevent them from getting a higher ollie, and when they do land back on their board, you're going to have a really awkward style. If you do happen to fall with stiff legs too, you're also more likely to hurt yourself, so it's really important that we learn the proper techniques on bending your knees. So as a beginner, it's easy to forget to bend with your knees, not with your back. As we grow up and get older, it's easier for us to just bend with our back rather than with our knees. So each time you go and pop a trick, just remember that you got to try and pick something up off the ground, and that will get your knees in the perfect spot before you pop your trick. Now I'll talk about how to bend your knees during the pop. During the pop of a trick, you can stay more in control of the board by keeping yourself as low as possible when you're lifting up. Of course, you got to lift your knees up so you can actually get height on the trick, but you want to keep your butt low. You almost want to feel like you're doing a squat in midair. So you're keeping your butt low, but your knees are raising up. And that's how you get the height, but you remain low. The lower you can keep your butt while you're in midair, the more in control you're going to feel of your board, and you're going to be able to catch it a lot easier. And if you do happen to fall, you can easily bail safely. It feels like you're doing a squat in midair. Hopefully that makes sense. Let me know in the comments. And I'll remind you again, because this can happen during the pop, but just remember to keep your back relatively straight. Now, to bend your knees to absorb the impact, especially as a beginner, it's not gonna be easy, because you're gonna require some level of control and understanding of the specific trick that you're trying. So it's best to just practice the trick heaps and heaps, and once you get extremely comfortable with it, then you can just overemphasize bending the knees on the landing. As a beginner though, when you don't really understand the principles of skateboarding, it's gonna be hard to really emphasize bending your knees when you land. So that's why I say get your tricks on lock, and then once you know how to do your basic tricks, come back to them and just bend your knees, really emphasize the landing. I recently went back and just really emphasized bending the knees on the landing, and it's helped me out tremendously, because I'm just speaking from recently. I've been skating stairs, so that's just really helped me, because I just know how important it is to bend the knees when you land to absorb the impact. Otherwise you'll never be able to skate stairs or off drops. So here's the key information of this video. Before you pop, act like you're going to pick something off the ground. Remember to bend with your knees, not with your back. During the trick, keep your butt as low as possible. Don't raise your torso, but raise your knees instead. Overemphasize bending the knees, and when you land, remember to overemphasize bending the knees. This will keep you in control and allow you to absorb impact. I hope you understand just how important it is to know how to bend your knees. There has been a few tricks that I've really struggled with, and then something clicked in my head and I realized, hey, I'm not bending my knees enough. And then I bend my knees and the trick just comes so much easier. So hopefully you understand where I'm coming from. Now, some of you out there are gonna be older and you're probably gonna have stiffer legs. Even if you're a young fella and you think this doesn't apply to you, trust me, it's going to help you out heaps in the long run, so you might as well do it now while you can. My favorite exercise is just to do high knees when I'm walking, even if I'm at work or if you're at school or you're just walking your dog. Just do high knees. You might feel like you look a bit stupid in public, but who cares, because it's going to loosen up your knees tremendously and you're going to skate better, so why not? Another exercise is you can just do squats, and you can also jump up and down on the spot and really emphasize bending your knees when you absorb the impact. Incorporate some sort of stretching routine to get yourself nice and loose. And those are the main things that I do daily to get my knees working good. My favorite one is just doing the high knees, because it's nice and easy. You can do it pretty much anywhere you are in the current moment. And that's my in-depth analysis on how to bend your knees. I wish when I was a beginner skater that someone had told me this, because it is vital information that just correlates to everything as a whole, and to just know it instantly is going to be such a huge time saver for most people. But just remember, you got to put what I say into practice. You can't just listen to a YouTube video and get better. You actually have to put the time and the practice and the dedication into skateboarding. So just a quick recap before we end the video. These are the key information. And these are the exercises you can do to loosen the knees. If you're interested in a part 2, I'm going to cover the universal techniques of how to fall. And I'm going to link that right here as a video that you can click on right now. So thanks for watching. See you next time.